Hello everyone, welcome to my lesson. Today we'll talk about the phrase. Today's learning objective. By the end of this lesson, we'll learn about what's a phrase, classification of phrase according to their structure, classification of phrase according to the leading word, syntactic relations between the components of the phrase. Firstly, what's a phrase? Phrase, a small group of words, usually without a finite verb, that together have a particular meaning and that typically form part of a sentence. Some examples: a difficult problem, a beautiful woman, two boys, sleeping child, a telegram received some days ago, John's mother, new houses, the roar of the ocean, to walk slowly. Classification of phrases according to their structure. Their structure divided into two groups, extended and unextended. Extended phrases consist of more than two words. For example, an island discovered in the 18th century, a territory occupied by the enemy's army, some colorful sweets, the large royal castle, etc. Unextended phrases consist only of two words. For example, high mountains, flying birds, big buildings, beautiful flowers. Classification of phrases according to the leading word. If the head word or the leading word of phrase is an adjective, the phrase is called the adjective phrase. If it is a noun, the phrase is called the noun phrase. Phrases in which the leading word is a noun: a good friend, a nice girl, a short story, a bunch of flowers, a cloud of bats, the door of the house, a piece of paper. The leading word is an adjective: fond of swimming, rich in oil, low is quality, large in size, very expensive. The leading word is a numeral or the numeral phrase: two workers, five of the children, 10 trees, 10 of the books, millions of people, hundreds of students. The leading word is a verb or the verb phrase: to send a telegram, made of silver, written in pencil, wrote the letter. The leading word is a pronoun or the pronoun phrase: some of the children, all of them, any of the boys, both of the students. The leading word is a adverb or the adverb phrase: badly wounded, well enough, fully satisfied, very quickly, rarely met. Syntactic relations between the components of phrase. Syntactic relation divided into four groups: agreement, government, adjoining, enclosure. Firstly, agreement. Agreement is a method of expressing a syntactical relationship between the components of a phrase, which consists of in making the subordinate word take a form similar to that of the word to which it is subordinate. It is practically found in the category of number and in the demonstrative pronouns this and that. Example: a book, two books. This country, these countries. That tree, those trees. A good friend, lots of good friends. The second, government. The only thing that may be called government in the use of the objective case form of personal pronouns and pronoun who when they are followed by a verb. For example, help me, meet them, ask him, or whom did you see in the street, or who did you see in the street. Adjoining is the main method of expressing a syntactical relationship in contemporary English due to almost disappearance of case ending. So the relation between the components of the phrase consists of verb plus adverb. For example, to go slowly, to speak quickly, to drive carefully. Noun plus noun: army life, wooden spoon, iron gates. Adjective plus noun: long stories, high houses, interesting books. Pronouns plus noun. Our country, her name, my phone, etc. Enclosure is also widely used in contemporary English if is this case when some element of a phrase is enclosed between two parts of another element of the phrase. The most widely known case of enclosure is the putting of a word between an article and the noun to which the article belongs. For example, an interesting book, a beautiful landscape, the then president, the above cited passage, etc. Our lesson is over. I hope that this lesson was useful for you. Thanks for watching.